So I promised a while back that I would do a video to show how I get the ombre look. Don't mind my hair. This is day 2 hair. I have it up in a Invisibobble. I get these. Mine are, now it's gonna be hard to get out with these gloves because my gloves are gonna stick to my hair, but the Invisibobbles don't tangle in your hair. When they get stretched out, put them in hot water, they'll shrink back down. I got these, 5 of them for $1 at Dollar Tree, and they glow in the dark. I don't know if you can see. No, just kidding. You can't see in here. Okay, so that was a great experiment. I'm glad you all were with me for that. All right, so my hair is a mess, so pardon that. So basically what I'm going to do to start is I'm going to find my part where I normally part it. And now I'm going to go ahead and mix my stuff. I'm not going to make you sit around and watch me do this, but I use Prism Lights blue. The blue helps to take the brassiness out. And then I'm going to use Salon Care 20 volume, because anything more than that, it's gonna work, but it's gonna be harsher on my hair. So I'd rather do small amounts of lightening at a time. So this is not the final color I want. I want it to be lighter, but this was the first process, and now I'm gonna take it a little bit lighter. So you'll be with me on my journey. The other thing that I use, hold on, is I'm gonna put, this is 100% all argan oil. Wow, I'm doing great today. So it has no other ingredients. It's pure argan oil. I'm gonna put a dropper or 2 of this into my bleach so that when I lighten my hair, it provides a little bit of moisture. So I'll be back once we're completely all mixed together. Okay guys, I'm back. So this is what it looks like when it's all mixed together. You see it's pretty thick, and we want it to be thick because if it's thin, then you're not going to be able to apply it exactly where you want to apply it. So this is always painful. I've got a pretty sensitive head, and just getting up my hair, I should have done this before I put my gloves on. It sticks, but that's okay. I'm gonna toughen up and be a man. So here we go. All right, so I'm gonna start with the bottom. And what I do, now I have no professional training when it comes to coloring hair. I will tell you, I will be 42 years old in July. And I've colored my hair since I found my first gray when I was 17. I started when I was 19. So I've been doing my own hair for more than 20 years. I have been every natural color under the sun except for black. I've been red, I've been auburn, I've been dark brown, I've been light blonde, and everything in between. My daughter, I've done her hair, and she has been every color. She is currently purple, but she's been blue and turquoise. So we have done everything. We've done a lot of bleaching, and our hair always bounces back because I always do it in a very step-by-step process. We don't just try to go from 0 to 60. We try to take it in smaller increments and make sure your hair gets back to a really healthy point before you do more to it. So as you see, my curls are doing great. They're not dry. They're nice and shiny and moisturized. So I'm ready to go a little bit lighter because I had dyed my hair back in September or October, all this color. My natural color is a little bit lighter than this, or I guess maybe really close to that, but it's a dark blonde, not quite brown, but really close to it. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put this on my ends, and I'm just gonna take and I'm gonna paint that on. And I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me do that either, but my hair, so what we're gonna end up doing is I want to start my ombre about chin level. So as you see, my hair's grown a little bit since I did the last one, but that's okay. So I'm going to start it there, and then I'm going to run a few streaks in the top of the hair once it's all down, just a little bit up. But I'm going to completely saturate my hair from about here down, because that's all going to be blonde. And then I'll start my ombre to fade it up, and I'll show you how to do that when I come back. Okay, so I have let the rest of my hair down, and as you see, I have that bottom part that is just saturated on the bottom. And then now I'm gonna add more. So hopefully okay, so I'm back, and I have taken a couple of strands, and here's one around my face. I'm just gonna take, and where I want the highlights, I'm just gonna paint them on. Okay, so I just put a little bit on there, and I'm gonna work it in. You want to make sure to really mash it into your hair. If you don't, you're going to end up with spots. My hair is very fine, easy to do. My daughter's, we have to really mash. I mean, like really get in there, because hers is so thick. So as you see, when I'm doing these, I'm taking and mashing it in. I already put some on this strand, but I'm going to take and get a little bit more on my finger and put it on here. And then at the top of where I put the lightener, I'm going to take and do this. I didn't have any more on my finger, but I'm going to do that. What that's going to do is it's going to soften that line. You don't want a line right where it ends. So I'm going to just take and pick and choose places. I don't want to lighten all my curls, because that's not going to give me dimension. So again, I'm going to take and just kind of load it up, squish it in there, take and bring it up, and just make sure that you're coating it where you need. Okay, so I'm just gonna fast forward through this real quick and get done what I need to get done, putting this where I need to put it. Okay, so now that I've got the color where I want it to be, just on some of my curls, now comes the part that you want to really take carefully, because again, you don't want that line. You've all seen it. We all have the girl who has the ombre that's dark and then whoop, line blonde. You don't want that. You want it to look like there's a nice fade. So right now, if I leave it like this, I'm gonna have a nice line right there. So the same thing I did up here. Before CG, I would take a right tail comb and back comb it, and that caused it to be, but I don't wanna do that because that's gonna be really hard on my curls. So I'm gonna just take and do the same thing I've done with the rest of my hair. I'm just gonna really take and mash it in and kind of run my fingers up and down it. I'm not letting my hair loose to where it's creating tangles. I'm keeping it tight, but that's helping that lightener to distribute right there where it starts. And that's what we want. So again, I'm gonna keep doing this, but I'm gonna fast forward it again. And as you see, I kind of run my fingers through this a little bit, and that also helps with it. So I'm starting right above that line and coming down through it. And I have a little bit of product on my gloves, and that's helping to just kind of get that line out of there. And you can see where my product is, how it's not going to be a straight line. Okay, back to the other side. Okay, so ladies, now I'm all done. So what I'm going to do, please make sure you always wear gloves. If you've ever seen anybody who hasn't worn gloves during this process, it will blister your hands. This is not nice stuff to work with, so please make sure you are wearing gloves. Also, like you see, it's inevitable that I'm going to get it on me, so as soon as I'm done recording here, I'm going to go and get a washcloth and dab that off. You don't want to wipe because it can irritate your skin. But this is it. My hair is going to just process. You will notice that my curls are going to be a little bit looser. After I get done tonight, I will do a deep treat with some protein to allow them to recover. And it usually takes about a week of deep treatments for my hair to completely recover from the bleach. But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to holler. All right, curlies, have a great night, and I hope this helped. See you next time.